and it's a walk in the park. So we've got massive multinationals like Bidvest, we've got ShopRite, we've got Naspers, we've got Prosus, we've got BHP, we've got numerous amazing businesses in South Africa, and then we've got small businesses like Transaction Capital and Afromat and Santova, and these are world class in industry, and have a lot of growth potential over time, or they could be experiencing issues in the short term. But yeah, it's a very dynamic market that we have. We definitely have an equity culture in South Africa, like in America. In Europe, they have more of a bond culture. But yeah, it's land of opportunity. Just keep an eye on everything around you in general, not just to be purely focused on South African variables. A lot of the time, they're actually not that important.
All right. So as a country, we're a net exporter of gold, for example. How would these sort of gold, obviously they have a major impact on our GDP, and mining contributes massively towards employment and all these other areas of our country. So how would they be affected by these current economic times, do you think?
Well, they're positively affected in that the weakening of the rand allows them to receive a greater value of revenue over time, because they're selling in dollars and paying expenses in rands. But unfortunately, if you look at like SoM power crisis and stuff, mining is a very energy intensive business. So depends on, there's always a give and take kind of thing. These are multifaceted, multinational businesses. Many of them have a mine in Chile, and then a mine in Australia, and a mine in South Africa. Anglo Gold doesn't actually have any mines in South Africa anymore, but we still think of it as a South African business, and it's still listed in South Africa. We have a company in South Africa called Goldfields, which has the world's biggest gold mine. But these, we've got labor issues here, we've got currency issues, we've got raised interest rates, which means the cost of capital for the businesses is going up. Generally speaking, when interest rates go up, it's bad for businesses. It's good for savers, bad for borrowers. So at the moment, the borrowers are really suffering, and the savers are finally being rewarded after 10 years of low interest rates. Unfortunately, those interest rates being so low for so long has set a new benchmark in the minds of the most recent generation. So a lot of the people who've recently borrowed have been quite surprised by how quickly rates are able to rise. So have the companies. So it's putting a lot of financial pressure on people and businesses. But then again, like I say, everything is an equation that just balances itself out in economics. So on the other hand, the savers are being very richly rewarded. Our government bonds are paying almost 13% interest now per annum. And that is a very good risk-free rate to receive.
Okay, guys, I don't know if you have any other questions. Would you like to ask questions about the competition? Okay, I'm just going to run through it very quickly. So this is your registration form. If you guys haven't registered yet, I encourage you to do so as quickly as possible. Okay, it's very quick and easy. We just ask for your name, your student number, which campus you're on. I am very quickly just going to share the QR code. And I will share the link in the chat as well. Okay, additionally, of course, all of our trades need to be in by tomorrow, So this is what you will see when you log into this form. You will find the link on your trading workbook, which you will receive with your confirmation email of your registration. So you will be asked to choose 5 different constituents or 5 different shares for your portfolio. We have given you a choice of the JSE top 40 shares that are listed on our South African market. Then you will choose whether you would like to either go long a position, which means that you're hoping that the share price will increase over time, or whether you'd prefer to go short, in which case you're hoping that the share price will drop from here. And then you will allocate a percentage of your portfolio that you would like to invest in this specific share. Okay, once you've completed this, please note that the number on the top will change, so from 1 to 5, and that's how you'll know you're entering different trades. Okay, we have had a few questions about how you'll be able to make adjustments to your portfolio. Okay, once a month you will receive an email. Okay, that email will allow you to make adjustments to your portfolio. If you already own the share, you will simply choose the share that you would like to sell your position in. You don't have to sell the entire position. You can sell just a percentage, you can sell the entire thing. You can switch your position from long to short by selling your current position and then entering a second constituent being the same share but a buy option on the short. So you will be allowed to make adjustments. Just keep an eye out on your emails. The ones that you have registered with are the ones that we'll be using to communicate with you. Also, over the weekend, you will receive confirmation of your trades so that you can keep track of them in your own workbook as well. Okay, the workbook automatically updates with the current share price of the day every time that you open it. So you guys will be able to track how your shares are doing. We'll also send you monthly statements so that you know how you are doing or how your portfolio is performing compared to other people in the competition. Okay. You also will receive trading guidelines. It's a short document, it's about 20 pages, and it just covers all the basic terminology that could be useful for you in your trading journey going forward. It's a very exciting time in the market, as you've heard from our expert. So, you know, it's a great time to get involved and to just, give it a shot. Try out your different trading strategies, see what it feels like to lose money, what it feels like to win on a certain trade. And honestly, the experience will really stand you in good stead for the future. I don't know if you guys have any other questions.
I'd suggest that you use investing.com. We have made a video for the website. Hang on a second. Yes, that's the one that we referred to. Investing.com is the one that we referred to on the video that we've already posted on YouTube. It's a wonderful website. It's free. You can sign up, but there's no cost. And then you can create watch lists on your own profile. And you could. TradingView is another option that you can use. It's very similar to investing.com. They use the same engine. But in my opinion, investing.com is the better option. It's got a lot more financial information on the businesses. I find it easier to navigate. It's also got very nice, simple charting, but you can also make the charting complicated if you want to. It's just got a great deal of variability to it. You can set it to sort of a South African setting. It should be quite self-explanatory, and then it'll only really show you South African stocks. It'll show you the biggest movers of the day. It'll show you biggest volume of the day. News of the day impacting those companies. But basically it's designed to be like a dashboard. Once you make your watch lists, it's quite a passive process. Investing is actually quite a passive process. It doesn't involve non-stop sitting in front of the screen The whole idea is that when you enter the position, you should have a mindset that you'd be happy to hold that thing until you died, if it came to that, because you wouldn't be in it in the first place if it wasn't a decent business, or at the very least a fair business at a good price. But yeah, that is a wonderful website. It's very popular in the industry throughout. Everybody